Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about Soul Survivor. So this is a early 2000s horror thriller slasher film. This film focuses on Cassie, a college student who is haunted by the ghost of her ex-boyfriend after he dies in a horrific car accident. And this film is definitely very early 2000s, similar vibes to I Know What You Did Last Summer. It also has Eliza Dushku, might be pronouncing that wrong, but she played Faith in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was also in Bring It On. Love her. She's definitely, I feel like, an iconic actress of the early 2000s for sure. She's in this as well. She plays Cassie's best friend, Annabelle, and I did just watch this on Hulu, so I know that doesn't really help if you're outside of America, so I'm not sure where else you can watch it, but I just found it on there and flipping it through for something to watch, and I definitely thought it seemed right up my alley because I love a good 90s, early 2000s slasher film, and it was okay. To be honest, the timeline in the beginning of the film and the characters' relationships to each other are kind of all over the place. Like, they don't really make sense. I'm not even sure when the events of the beginning of the film take place. It seems like maybe they're on like a spring break or the summer right before college. It seems like they're still high school students who are going to like a college to go to like some college parties before they actually go to school, is what it kind of seems like. But then later on in the film, it seemed like maybe they were just on like a break from school, because Cassie talks about like not wanting to go back to school, and it's just very weird, and it's a little kind of all over the place. Not really sure when that stuff started, but it doesn't really matter too much because Cassie is at school, and that's where all the events follow her, and she's seeing her boyfriend who dies in this car crash. She's seeing other things. But with their relationships, it's also very odd because, so you have Cassie and her boyfriend who dies, and then you have their friend Matt, and like I mentioned, Annabelle, who is played by Eliza, and you find out that Cassie and Matt used to date, but now Matt and Annabelle are involved, and Annabelle and Cassie are like best friends, and it seems like that happened fairly quickly. Like, Matt mentions the summer before, so that's another part where like the timeline gets a little confusing because not really sure how long ago it was, if it was like if it's been a full year since they broke up, or if that like just happened. And then things happen between Cassie and Matt later on in the film, and Annabelle finds out, and she gets like very upset, but her and Matt are no longer together at this point, and it's just very strange, I feel like, dynamic for a friendship, because it's like, okay, you've both already dated Matt, like, both broke up with him, like, I don't really know the hostility, but that does end up making more sense by the end of the film. So, spoiler warning at the end of the film, which I will say this, I liked the ending of the film. The ending of the film is very interesting. The last few minutes of the film, the way that they shot things is interesting. You kind of have Cassie going back both and forth between being like in this hospital and the car crash from the beginning and some other parts from the film, and it's filmed very interesting, the way they kind of switch everything around, and I really liked that. It is cinematically pleasing, but you find out that, but Cassie ends up in the hospital again, sort of, and you find out that she has actually been in a coma for 2 days, and her brain's been fantasizing this reality to just make up something. Her friends, Matt and Annabelle, have died. They died in the original car crash, but her boyfriend, Sean, should know his name, he actually survived, so it's like the complete opposite. It's very weird, but I actually liked it. I mean, it's a bit of a twist. It's not super unique, but maybe more so for its time, but it's definitely an interesting way to end the film. I wouldn't say that I like absolutely loved this one. I thought it was okay. The ending, like I said, definitely made it more enjoyable. So, I mean, if you like those kind of cheesy early 2000s films, like I Know What You Did Last Summer, that have that kind of slasher vibe, you may enjoy this one, even though I spoiled it. But if you have Hulu, check it out. I'm not sure maybe where else that you can watch this one. But it wasn't bad. I didn't fall in love with it. I didn't think it was anything spectacularly great. So if you have seen this film, let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more horror related content. I'll see you guys again later with another video. Bye!